Hey guys, good morning. This is John Rapp from ICast 2023, sitting down here in Orlando, Florida. And believe it or not, last night rolling around I was over at the
Line
Line
cutters.
Cutters after hours event, enjoying a cold refreshment. Watched this dude walk by me, and I'm like, my gosh, he looks familiar. He looks like somebody I've known for years. Walks back by, and he's got one of those dimples that are so recognizable. You know it has to be him. I'm like, Nathan. And there here he is. So local West Virginia guys rolling down here. I'm like, man, what you doing? What are you into? He's like, I'm down here at ICast. We're selling some nets. And so I was like, you got to come over and talk about it. So he is with Catch Cam Nets out of Fairmont, West Virginia. Incredible product. A lot of you kayak anglers out there would probably really want to look at, especially if you like to video and do video work on your boat when you're making that spectacular catch. But I'm not going to talk about it anymore because I have the man, Nathan Rees. And, I go back with Nathan about 10 years back when we were part of the pioneers of the sport in West Virginia. I can tell you that Nathan spent a lot of time on a big rig, decked out, and he had muskie baits that long. And if you browse his page, you're going to see huge muskies over the years that he's caught. He's one of the premier muskie fishermen in our area. But enough about that, Nathan. I don't want to blow any more smoke, brother.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Tell us about what you guys are doing. Your partner.
Yeah. We're Catch Cam Nets out of Fairmont, like John said. We build our own nets. Get the name Catch Cam from our patented piece. It's a GoPro mount right where the handle meets the hoop. So, like John said, if you're a video angler, you like to film your stuff, you mount your GoPro right there. It's completely securely locked. You hook a fish, press your button, start recording. You can kind of reel it in as you get it in. It's filming all that. It's a good way to actually, like on the bank, sometimes you can set the net down, lift the fish up out of the basket, makes a real good kind of hero shot that everybody likes. So yeah, we kind of got into that in the trout game. We're fly fishermen, and it kind of started with brook trout and a small trout net. Nothing really like that out there, and we've came up with 8 different sizes now, from brook trout all the way up to our new predator series, which is pike muskie, steelhead, and saltwater. So there's a lot of different things about them. You can kind of plug and play. If you like a short handled net, we make a 6-inch handle all the way up to 60 inches. So you can, have a big long crappie net with a small hoop, or if you want a big hoop with a short handle. Everything's interchangeable. And we do custom branding as well. So like if you have your logo, or if your YouTube channel, whatever, you can email us up your graphic. We can put it on the handle, do a couple prototypes till we find what you want, and really just customize it fully just to fit what you're looking for.
So we were talking before the show started, and he was talking about some of the other uh, entities and other involvements, community charitable events that you guys work with. Talk about the
Yeah, so our biggest partner at CatchCam is Project Healing Waters. It's a group that tries to get veterans out fly fishing and introduced into the outdoors, kind of, bring their camaraderie back. It's a big group activity, usually, local chapters up in Morgantown. I think they're averaging about 25 to 30 guys strong. They meet once a month. They fly tie, intro to casting. Then they get them out on the stream, or they'll go to a pond and kind of teach them to cast, catch some bluegill, and kind of get their feet wet. But we came out with a design for them that we're working on. It's their handle. Like all of our handles are longer handles. At the end cap is actually a wading staff end cap. It's a 3D printed hard plastic piece that's spiked, just so like a normal wading staff is.
Right.
So we came out with a handle up above on the shaft that lays flush with it, drilled in. And that way those guys can fold out that handle and lean on it, if they're a little hard walking in the stream. Just helps a little bit more stability, gives them another stable point.
Little bit more support.
Yes,
I could
sure.
see something like that for an old man like me too. So
I don't know if it'll help you in a kayak. That secondary stability will get you sometimes hooking them fish.
Stakeout pole.
I guess 60 inches. So I mean, if you're shallow fishing, back shallow or bed fishing or something, you could definitely use one like that.
And then angle the camera towards you, and
yeah, you could do that. And like even like I said, tilt the camera to where it's filming you as you're flipping on a bedding fish, or like I said, they're interchangeable handles. So if you had the 60-inch handle for a stakeout pole, you could stake it out, pop it off, and then put your 6-inch handle, and then have your net at ready and still be tethered to your stakeout pole of the net.
So many ways that we can use this product.
Yeah, and we're relatively new, so I'm sure people are sitting here listening and thinking like, yeah, man, there's other ways, and we're always looking for feedback on that kind of stuff. So.
Outstanding. So you got to sit down with these guys. You're part of the design and development, R&D, and all that.
Yep.
On top of being their guides. Nathan's the do it all for the group. He gives them a lot of good info. And for the kayak anglers that he mentioned, like that we do, he's an all around sportsman. Where I'm old fat guy, I sit in the kayak a lot. But you have a new net that you were talking about that you thought maybe would be really...
Our comp net. It's a Euro nymphing net for fly fishing. They do competition fishing, fly run, or like they'll get a bead of water and each guy gets to go in there and fish for 30 minutes or whatever. And this is the comp series. But as a kayak guy, it's a short handled with a big hoop and a deep bag. So we were kind of talking before the show, like some kayak anglers, they like to have a long reach so they can, fight a fish and they can get it in the net maybe as fast as they can out away from the boat. Other guys like to fight that fish on a tight line all the way right to the boat's edge so they don't give it any chance to get any slack.
Exactly.
I like that comp net because it comes standard with a 6-inch handle and I think it's a 20-inch inside hoop with a 2-foot deep bag. So it's real wide, fits like, any of your big 22 plus inch largemouth will fit right in there. And got plenty of room to work with them to get them off the hook and, get them back on your board, get them relaxed, and get them released.
So that's a great net for us kayak anglers that if you want to bring it in nice and tight to the boat. Now, he was also talking about those guys that want to reach out and touch someone. He also has a little bit longer net that they've developed for that, and that would be...
the Smalley size. That's kind of our standard one. It comes standard, I think, with a 3-foot. It's 36-inch handle, and then the shape is a little bit different. It's more squared with a little bit of a bend in the front to more scoop in action there, especially when you're reaching out. Like I said, it's a little bit longer handle. Me and you like to fight close to the boat. I've seen a few guys lose some fish out away from the boat reaching for them. So I like a short handle, but for the guys that do like a longer handle, or maybe they, they're kind of like me, they fish out of a boat too. And so they want, kind of an all arounder.
Right.
And like I said, they're all plug and play. So, hey, if you like a 6-inch handle and then you fish out of your bass boat and you want a 36-inch handle to be able to reach over.
So you can buy different
handles. You can buy just the handle. Yeah.
Right.
So it's all, customizable.
So customizable is a key word here with these guys because you can get your colors, you can get your logos, camera setups. I mean, pretty sweet deal. And what's crazy is Nathan's only two hours up the road. I didn't even know about these guys. So now I got to do some research on these guys and see what I need to fit my needs here the rest of the year and coming into 2024. And so is all of this stuff that we've talked about on the website now?
Yeah, it's at catchcamnets.com. You can get on there, and there's actually a build your own. We have a thing where you can just go in and pick, each part of the net, and it'll come to us as an order, and it comes down, breaks down. Say this guy wants a 6-inch handle with a brook trout wrap with a 20-inch bag, and it all just comes to us, and we just build them right there in the shop in West Virginia.
Beautiful. And the bag feature, that's the one thing we also talked about too. It's got that rubberized.
Yeah, it's rubber coating. Yep.
So you don't have to worry about hooks getting all caught up in there and wasting time trying to clean that up before you can throw that next cast. Beautiful setup, guys. Catchcamnets.com. Catchcamnets.com.
Yep.
Do they have any socials or anything like that we can follow you guys on?
You can just at CatchCam. That's on there. And then we're Natives Fly Fishing. That's the shop. We have a fly shop also. And then we build the nets we're the home of CatchCam Net. So fly shop's in the basement, net building's upstairs. And you can follow us at Natives Fly Fishing or at CatchCam. We're on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook.
Now, if the guys wanted to check out some of the things that you get into, how can they follow you?
I'm at DeWoodRunner44. Like I said, mainly you're just going to see a lot of muskie on there.
Yeah.
Some pictures of my dogs every now and then. But, I've been hitting the muskie again pretty hard these last couple of years.
Well, I tell you, I can remember back in 14 and 15 when we were cruising the rivers and you were down in the Cold River and you had that big one come running at you.
Yeah,
I'll never forget that. Come out of that log.
Cole's a special place.
Yes, it is.
Giant fish in that river. There's some, believe it or not, giant walleye in that river.
I can believe it.
I had a walleye there this winter. Everybody's got that story, but probably pushing 36 inches. It was close to our state record.
Oh,
Thought it
my.
was a muskie. Come up beside the boat, and I was like, oh, my goodness, that's a walleye. I just watched it swim right down the side of the kayak, and away it went.
Not afraid of anything.
No,
huh?
no, not a care in the world. I was
Yeah.
fishing a 12-inch muskie fly. That thing come right up at it. I was like, oh, my goodness.
I can also remember when he was doing that and he caught a monster bass.
I've caught several bass
Yeah.
doing that. Big smallmouth over the years on muskie flies, too.
Hey, man, we appreciate you stopping by. I know you guys got a busy afternoon.
Yeah,
Trying
thanks
to
for having us.
sign some more contracts and then
Hope
pack
so.
up for your trips.
Yep, heading to do some tarpon fishing after this, and then back north we go.
Amen, man. I look forward to seeing some photos on your page, and I hope you're pulling in a tarpon at least as long and as heavy as you.
I hope so, man. That's the goal. At least a 100-pounder. That'd be nice.
All right. Hey, Randy, help me out here. But we appreciate you watching us here at the Paddle and Fin Podcast Network. Follow Nathan and the Catch Cam crew as they do all their things here for 2023 and into 2024. This is John Rapp. Y'all have a great day.